Then there are times na minsan maiiyak siya. Bakit hindi ko matandaan? That's the time when I have to get hold of myself.
So for me, understanding the elderly from where, she was years back, tapos dapat i-leave mo siya at the moment.
I realized that they still want to be relevant to us.
God has given me this opportunity na taking care of old folks. Ito na yung opportune time. And
Ruth, things are changing. Now you are going to be the mom of your mother.
we wouldn't know kasi kung up to what age tayo, di ba? And so it's my prayer also that the loved ones would be left behind, would somehow grab also that opportunity na also ministering to the older loved ones.
Yung masyadong personalin.
Totoo.
Yung it's not all about you.
It's not about you.
So, yun nga, no? Yung you just take that human being at that point in their life as they are. Tapos, wag nang masyadong mag-worry. Kasi, yun eh, they could also sense the worry eh. So, para sa akin, day at a time.
Hi, this is our next episode on Senior Moments with Louie Montalvo. For today, we're going to discuss something that's not really discussed a lot, particularly our generation, which we call the sandwich generation, where we find ourselves taking care of our kids, our children, but at the same time taking care of our elderly parents. Given the fact that lifespans are increasing, I think this is a phenomenon that's going to be more and more prevalent and relevant. The lifespan of our age is going to be increasing. This is a phenomenon that's going to be more relevant and prevalent in the coming years. Particularly in the Philippine setting, compared to the Western culture where the elderly are put in institutions and nursing homes, in the Philippines, that's something that's not yet part of our culture, where we are expected and almost mandated to take care of our elderly parents. But that in itself raises a lot of challenges that I think we need to discuss a bit more. And for our episode right now, we have two ladies, friends of ours, colleagues in the Ateneo, Ms. Ruth Ferrocci, who's part of the core faculty of the Ateneo School of Government, and Dr. Diding Morada, also a mentor at the Ateneo School of Medicine and Public Health. So, Ruth, Diding, magandang umaga.
Good morning.
Good morning. Magandang umaga.
Thank you for saying yes to this particular invitation.
Sure.
Sige, so muna, and we just do is as a free-flowing conversation. Siguro, Ruth, muna sa'yo, parang just to give our listeners some kind of a context. Because the topic nga is taking care for elderly parents. Maybe you could describe a bit. What is the situation at home, particularly with your mom?
Okay. I have a beautiful 85-year-old mother. My father passed when my mom was still quite young. So my mom was widowed early on. We live in separate households. So she would have her own house and I would have my own house.
Within the same...
But it's like up and down, She lives downstairs, I live upstairs. Constant companion of my mom, especially for important events, and always go to when she has problems. But I think you could call me as the primary caregiver. I have two brothers, but my other brother is abroad. My other brother is also living here, very near actually. But my mom, maybe because she would say, "No, you're my daughter. I'm more at ease in terms of telling you my issues." There.
For me, I'm taking care of my mother-in-law. So for Ruth, she's got a mother and mine is an in-law. And
How old is she?
93.
Wow.
So 2 years na lang, tatanggap na siya ng, ano yun,
Another.
balato na 95,000 ba yun?
Oh, pag 95 ba,
Oo,
hindi na
meron
inaabot yung 100.
Oo,
meron pa
meron
ang
daw.
half by
Oo,
100.
yeah, right.
Malapit na.
Every.
Yes.
Oo.
And my husband has an only sister in the US, parang katulad sa'yo, based in the US. She took care of my mom-in-law for so many years, 34 na. Tapos, nung 2 years ago, naglambing. Sabi niya, Kuya Ed, ikaw naman mag-alaga. So, maybe she felt already drained already of the taking care. And, I readily said yes. Kasi nga, naawa ako sa kanya, na my sister-in-law. And I convinced my husband, okay, let's take care of your mom. Kasi widow na siya for almost 10 years na rin. So, siya lang yung bumalik dito sa Pinas. Tapos, katulad sa'yo, hiwalay din ng kanyang condo. Tapos kami, in one small subdivision, condo 1, condo 2, condo 3. Condo 3 kami, condo 3 siya. But with a caregiver. Yung dati kong stay out na helper, umuo na alagaan. So,
Stay in.
just walk around, visit every day, mga ganun.
Siguro just again, part of context, what's the physical, mental condition of your elderly parents and parent-in-law? Parang if you were to describe them on a regular basis, if it's okay to ask.
Yeah. With my mom, we really have a doctor already, yung gerontologist. She has a very good physical condition. But syempre, at 85, the mental functions are beginning to somehow change. Maybe I can call it fade, no? Like memory is already not very good. Tapos yung MRI niya nga sa brain, nakalagay na doon talaga that there are certain parts that's beginning to get smaller. There's a medical term but I forget. Yan. And then of course, yung hearing function niya, no? And then because of that, naaapektuhan din yung balance niya. So she walks with a cane now. Although lately lang yan.
Nako, yung mom-in-law ko, sabi mo may cane, 93 years old na ito. Ayaw magpahawak. Tapos binilan ko na siya ng cane just in case. She would just, really not accept. She would let me, she would say na, ano ako, ginagawa niyo ako mahina. Parang ganon. So, she's really very strong. So, she walks around. Okay? Kasi back in the US, in California, seashore, yung kanilang So, nilalakad niya from the house of my sister-in-law to the seashore always, every day. Ngayon, pinagyayabang niya yan na she's always walking and she still walks now. Parang yun yung jogging niya.
Exercise.
Tapos, her hearing, very strong pa. Hindi ka pwede magbulong-bulong kasi although she can say, ano yun, parang ganon. So,
Pero hearing test niyo ba?
well, back in the US, I would say na ginawa nila, pero dito hindi. Pero good for you nga, may MRI ka. I cannot remember my sister-in-law endorsing to me ito yung pinagawa niya ng MRI.
Yeah, the doctor already had even bone scan, everything.
Maybe I've missed that one. But
Yeah.
we saw a geriatric doctor here, pagpunta sa amin. Tapos yun nga, shouldn't call pa nga her case as dementia. Pero for me, I would say na, naku, yung mga memory
my mom was
Right?
diagnosed early onset.
Yeah, kasi
dementia.
paulit-ulit.
So may meds na talaga.
Yeah, right. Yung
Yeah,
paulit-ulit. Although she prescribed already a memory medicine.
Yeah.
May ganun pala.
Yeah, memory, anxiety.
Tapos, anxiety.
Yes.
Tapos depression naman ang diniagnose sa mom-in-law ko.
Yeah.
So, the medicines are there for those two.
Those,
Memory, tapos depression. Kasi nga, when the husband died, talagang palagi binabanggit.
Grieving.
Dapat palagi suot ko kasi nagluluksa pa ako, even though it's,
10 years.
5 to 10 years na widow na siya.
Yeah. Si ma'am, talagang both ears na.
Nag-hearing aid ba, ma'am?
Ito pa nga yan, pa nga yung magandang, ayaw niyang mag-hearing aid. Ito, vanity na. Kasi baka daw mahalata. Kahit na yung hearing aid, ganyan. Exactly. Tapos syempre, babae, may parang bangs pa. Ayaw niya. Alam mo, pag mag-hearing aid yan, sa loob ng bahay, ayaw sa labas. Sometimes I have to, be creative, ma. Kung ayaw mong isuot yung dalawang hearing aid mo, akin na lang, I'll sell it na lang.
Mahal pa naman.
Kasi ang mahal. Yan. If we sell it, that's big money for you. The following day, nasuot niya na. Sinusuot niya na. Tapos yung cane niya, tama ka. Kasi ganyan din yung mom ko. Invalid. Nagsusumba pa siya ng Friday at Saturday for Monday, no? Ayaw niyang gamitin. But she would hold on to things, no? Until her sister had an accident and broke the hip. Kaya, for the past week, nagkikisuot na siya. Oh my God. Talagang.
The way you're describing the situation is also a reflection of your relationship with your elderly. And sa akin siguro, I think, my mom is 94 if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and sharp.
Yung siguro yung parang part of my reflection is the shift in the dynamics of the relationship. Hindi ko alam with your husband and with you and you, within yung parang whereas before, they were taking care of us. And now, especially that you live close to each other, because at least my mom doesn't live with me. And she comes to our house every weekend. She's going to watch this. Pero for your setup where you practically are living in the same compound, but what is that like, that shift in relationship between you and the parent?
You mean the shift like we were children once, tapos ngayon?
Yes.
Oo.
How is that like?
Well, for me, parang it's a life cycle. For me, na we were once being taken care of by our own parents. Tapos ngayon na they're going through the stage of, they're kind of a little bit helpless na pero syempre ayaw aminin, very very proud, they want really to think that they're still strong. So for me it's like syempre sa akin iba pa kasi in-law, di ba? It's like me wishing that how I wish actually my parents were still alive kasi I could have that kind of parang experience of taking care of them. And since wala na sila, parang I'm giving it back to my mom-in-law na kahit na mahirap. So, okay, I'll walk with you. I'll walk with you, my husband. Kasi knowing my husband, maikli ang patience. So, I would be the one to remind him, hey, that's your mom. Bakit mo i-give up? Or something like that. Or, don't raise your voice kasi very sensitive na rin sila, yung mga ganon. So, we would have some cues of me letting him know na stop or ganyan, okay, mga ganon. Kasi nga, I know already the dynamics na once there would be that exchange already of words na pataas ng boses, my mom would really just react na, ayoko na dito. Balik na ako wherever sa US. At syempre, impossible na. O kaya, mag-nursing home na lang ako. May mga ganon. So, may mga parinig na ganon.
With me, my mom, well, she still is, but she's a very strong woman. Very strong person. When we were growing up, natatandaan ko yan, everything is organized na. And parang I can just relax and let go. Kasi alam ko, andyan na yan. 1, 2, 3, andyan na yung baon, andyan na yung lahat organized. And sometimes she will make decisions for all of us. But that, in a way, looking back, was comforting. Kasi you don't need to worry about the daily things. Maski when I was working, when I was a lot younger, she's like the haligi, no? But when I started observing, nakakalimutan niya na yung mga bagay. Minsan, hinahanap namin, saan niya ba nilagay lahat yung mga basahan? Makikita namin, oops, ando na sa trash bin. Naitapon niya na, misplacing things. And then there are times na minsan maiiyak siya. Bakit hindi ko matandaan?
Parang you get frustrated.
Yeah. Now I'm getting emotional. That's the time when I have to get hold of myself and I said, Ruth, things are changing. Now you are going to be the mom of your mother. And you have to accept that there's no strong woman for you anymore. No? Na ikaw dapat yung maging strong for you. Ganyan. Masakit, Louie, minsan. Kasi feeling ko rin, nag-iisa ako dito. Dati meron akong haligi. Ngayon ako na, kaya ko ba to? Yung being patient and all that. Kaya nga sabi ko, kailangan may iba akong hugot eh. Kasi kung if it's only I'm taking care of her as my mom, and because I am the daughter, it's my responsibility, perhaps I will not be as patient. And sometimes forgiving, kasi di ba, they can be so irritating. But I have to find a deeper reason why I am taking care of her and loving her, not simply just as my mom, but as a beautiful person. Yeah.
Both of you were describing your parents, you're taking care of them, na stubborn, matigas ang ulo, may pagka-hard-headed. Yung parang, what's your reflection? Why? Why do they insist on parang being in control? Why that particular behavior? Kasi sa tingin ko, I think for those who are listeners who are also experiencing something similar, parang they might also have similar experiences with their parents. Parang, bakit? Ba't hindi na lang sila mag-give in at
magpaalaga? Yan, ganyan. I think with my mom, and this is a very touching moment, no? I realized that they still want to be relevant to us.
They want to be what?
Still relevant to us. Parang they cannot let go of being a parent. Kasi may time na umiyak siya eh. Kasi nagpapapalengke ako, so ganyan. And sabi ko, huwag na ikaw mamalengke. Si ating mamamalengke. Umiyak siya. Kasi sabi niya, yan na nga lang ang magagawa ko para sa iyo. It hit me hard, no? Na, wow, she still wants to take care of me and my siblings. And those are the little things that she's asserting. Nag-a-assert siya kasi she still wants to be relevant in our lives.
Yung sa relevant mo, ang term ng mother-in-law ko, wala na ba akong silbi?
Yes.
Ganon.
She actually says that.
Oh yeah,
Right.
even my mom.
The washing the dishes kasi di ba we prevent her kasi nga the hands are already shaking, mga ganyan. So that's the reason why when I made parang shopping for the things that they would need in another condo, I chose the glasses that would be very thick, mas madaling hawakan kasi I know na hulog-hulog or basag-basag. But anyway, going back to your question na what is it that
Makes them stubborn, no?
na yung mother-in-law ko, I really try. Siyempre, mother-in-law ko lang siya, no? So, I really try to understand ano yung life niya before. So, she is the eldest of the sister, okay, kasi may older brother pa. Tapos, parang siya yung katuwang na breadwinner ng mother niya. And so, maano siya sa pera. Okay? Very particular. So, I once had an occasion wherein kasama yung mom niya. So, lola-in-law na tao, no? Ganun din ugali. So I'm trying to understand her from her upbringing and all, so that my dealings with her right now, kailangan ingat ako sa pera. Like, just halimbawa, pasweldo sa caregiver, hindi dapat ako magbilang in front of her because there would be so many triggers sa kanya na iba ang ugali. So for me, understanding the elderly from where she was years back, tapos dapat i-leave mo siya at the moment kasi nga, minsan nakakalimutan ko kasi di ba, in-law ko lang naman siya, so hindi ko talaga completely na masabing ganito siya dati. I have really to intentionally think, ano nga ba si mama, mga ganito.
Yung basic personality structure nila, hindi nag-iiba eh. In fact, grabe yung long-term memory.
Yes.
Short term, paulit-ulit ka niyan, pero yung long term, yung mga anak nung bata kami, yung mga ganong kwento, di ba? Nakakaaliw yon kung hindi ka rushed at hindi ka tense. Nakakaaliw makinig, no? Kahit medyo paulit-ulit. Pero isa yun sa realization ko. They are also living their past in the present.
Explain that.
Hindi nagbabago yung kanilang personality. Nung bata sila, ganyan sila, ganon din sila. Pagkatapos, kung ano yung happy and sad memories nila in the past, nako, parang yun ang magiging lens nila ngayon. So yun, di ba? Yung counting ng pera. Oo. Yung sa nanay ko naman, yung basic family culture nila growing up is talagang alaga. Alagaan lahat. Maalaga si nanay, lola ko. Maalaga din siya. Kaya yung pag-aalaga niya being relevant, kailangan alagaan ko pa rin kayo ngayon. Dala-dala niya yun. At kung yung medyo bumabawi, no, ito yung isa ko pang realization, yung mga hindi nila nagawa dati, again, long-term memory gusto nilang gawin ngayon.
Gusto nilang gawin?
Oo. Ayun.
Maybe my mom-in-law really loves to travel. Like, saan tayo ngayon? Or maybe she missed that years back na parang gusto pa rin niya magawa ngayon. Parang gano'n.
May feeling nila hindi sila matanda, di ba? Oo. Kaya nasasaktan sila. Ako, yung mother ko. Kaya nasasaktan siya. Pag paulit-ulit kami ngayon, sabi, Ma, wag ka na masyadong ganyan. Wag ganyan, ganon. Parang wala sa nila yun sa consciousness nila. Except for certain moments, pag nadadapa. Pag alam nilang may nakalimutan sila. Si Mami, one time, naiiyak siya. Kasi yung mga precious pictures ni Daddy, hindi niya alam kung saan niya nailagay.
Pero yung ginawa ko during that, pagbalik niya, photo frame ko. Parang hindi, nandyan na siya palagi. Oo, yun ang ginawa ko.
That's a good trick.
So lahat, kaya tapos, true, lately, doon na siya sa mga album palagi.
Yun. Nire-relive niya yung past. Pero para sa akin, may I wish I could have done that. Kasi my dad died early, di ba? Yun nga, yung inaayos niya yung mga picture ni Daddy, kinakat niya parang collage doon. Ayun, hinahayaan ko na lang.
Ako, I think, my own reflection with my mom, I think part of it is wanting to retain a certain level of autonomy.
Yes.
And feeling that she's still empowered to do what she wants to do. Parang despite the limitations of their age, physically, mentally, parang I think they want to be able to say to themselves na I still have certain level of capacity to make choices for myself. And I think parang part of the dynamics is when we try to take care of them, but at some point, ang interpretation is taking
control
out from
of,
them.
yes, out
I
of
think
their
that's part
own.
of their own
Yes.
resistance. But
Yes.
yun nga, yung our desire to take care of them. Ako naman kasi pag when my mom stays with me sa bahay sa Taytay, ang ano ko lang naman, anong gusto mong kainin, bigay, and yun. Siguro the other, I think part of the challenge for those of you, both of you, where your elderly practically live with you, is how to manage your own day and your own concerns. Yung parang, you have kids?
Yeah, one. 20.
20.
20 years
So-
old. So 20.
So parang we have careers to take care of, or you have kid, you have other concerns, and parang part of that is our responsibility to take care of our elderly. Parang yun, how do you manage that? Particularly because nga it's not as if we're not emotionally involved. We also get triggered and
Yes.
and parang and it's not as if yung we are objective about it and we carry that with us. So
Ako, I'd like to answer that
Sige.
first. I have 3 households to manage at this point. So my own, my son who is still graduating from college. So
condo
he
number
has-
2 yun.
Condo number 2 yon. O, number 3 na nga siya eh. Kasi ang number 2 yung sa mom-in-law ko. And so, I would really, and I have a Monday to Friday full-time job in the government hospital. Tapos, Saturdays ko, whole day clinic yan. Tapos, Sundays, I assist my husband going to a community church in Tanay. So, I really don't have a free day. So that I would really just juggle my time, like doing the groceries for the 3 households, tapos cart number 1, cart number 2, para pag ganon, kuya, isang box yan ha, like magkahan mo 1, para ganon. So, it's kind of hard. Sometimes when I go home, I feel so tired. You know, parang, okay, this is my me time. Don't disturb me. I'll just rest. And in fact, I really go home not hungry. Kasi pag umuwi ako hungry, irritable na ako. So I would just, even if I know that there will be dinner, we eat dinner together with my mom-in-law. Halimbawa, tatawid kami. Kung ako ang nakatokang magluto, I bring the food there. Parang ganon. Every night, dinner, ganon. Tapos breakfast, lunch, kanya-kanya. So that it's probably a matter of parang framing of your life na this is it. It's really taking care of 3 households. So that I don't complain, or I make it just like thinking of it as like a life of ministry for a young person, for the extremes eh, kasi I married late. Tapos to my husband pa, who's the panganay, sinasabi nila na panganay. But anyway, so diba? So, it's true kasi nga, parang nasobrahan ka dun sa isa na attention. Yung itong husband number, panganay, I somehow will feel na, oops, parang
Paano naman?
kailangan niya din ng attention. So, if I buy something for the lola, meron din ako something special. Oh, ito sa'yo yan. Kasi minsan nakakalimutan ko, parang taking for granted. Na, hindi, kasi pareho lang naman kami. But then, if I miss it, somehow I can feel na, saan ang akin? Ay, sorry. Okay, mga ganon. Kasi syempre sa son, meron din. Kasi nga, lives alone in a condo. So, iniisip ko rin siya. Tapos siya na nasa katabi ko lang, na ganyan. Okay, na-miss ko pala. So, it's really a balance of everything.
Oo, totoo. Oo. Yung, gusto ko lang balikan, Louie, yung kanina, no? Na may isa kang tanong, I forgot exactly, pero yung thought ko doon, minsan, ang interpretation nila ng pag-aalaga sa kanila is getting their autonomy, their control. Kaya they're resisting it. They interpret our caring for them in different, any kind of caring as getting their control over their own life. Na parang nadidiktahan sila. And And when it hit me like that, especially the personality of my mom, who's so much in control when she was much younger, talagang nire-resist niya na minsan nag-aaway kami, no? So yung stubbornness niya at stubbornness ko naglalaban. Then going to the question, no? Sa akin, yung how do we care for ourselves? Sa akin, dalawa. Distance and detachment. At a certain point, it helps, di ba, that they live in another unit.
Right.
There was one time kasi when our house was being renovated, I lived with her.
Talaga.
Double stress yun for 9 months when we were living in one house. Kasi may style siya, may style din ako, di ba? But because we are living apart, may bahay siya, she's the queen of that house. And I am the queen of my own house. Yung way of doing things niya, hindi ka na pinakikialaman, di ba? Even if ayoko yun. Yung sa akin na lang. So it gives me rest. Na hindi ko siya nakikita.
That's where you said detachment.
May boundaries.
That level of, that's the distance, no? For me, that's distance. Detachment is more emotional.
Okay.
Parang minsan, magpapa-hijack ba ako dito o hindi?
Choosing your battles.
Oo, yung minsan magpapakonsensya siya. Yung bigla na lang, sasama na ako sa daddy mo. Mga ganyan ba? Malapit na akong sumama sa daddy mo. So, dati medyo naapektuhan pa ako doon kasi parang, bakit hindi ka ba masaya? Yung so, ganyan, no? Pero lately, binibiro ko na lang siya. Ayaw pa ni daddy yan. Yung ganon. That kind of emotional detachment. And then at a certain point, parang, I cannot fuzz over her. I still have to respect her as her own person.
Okay.
Hindi ko pwedeng diktahan yung buhay niya or else malulunod ako doon.
It's more of the dynamics, no? Kasi with my mom-in-law and the late father-in-law, when they were together, lahat pinaubaya sa father-in-law. And so, opposite naman sa'yo kasi my mom-in-law would say, kung kayo na bahala kung ano yung
talaga.
She really could not decide on her own. Parang nawalan siya ng decision-making capacity.
Talaga.
Na lahat na. Kaya minsan, stressful din, o restaurant, ano mang ang gusto mo. Kung ano yung sayo sa akin, yung ganyan.
Ganyan. Oo,
pero syempre, bibigyan mo ng choices, burger or spaghetti. Ganon na lang ang style ko. May choice para Kasi syempre, bang malay mo, sawa na siya sa isang ulam or food. But, I'll just give credit to my sister-in-law. Before na bigay sa amin si mom-in-law, nag-endorse na siya, you don't live together with her the same house. Sinabi mo. Because my husband is sick already, freshly diagnosed, whatever, heart and then kidney. It will be so stressful to my Kuya Ed, ganyan. So, dalawa lang naman sila magkapatid. So I could just appreciate what my sister-in-law did for, 30 years? In the same household, knowing na ang kanyang husband is American. Diba? Parang hindi kultura nila na may isa pang nilalang sa kanilang
extended
bahay.
family.
Extended, diba? And so, we followed my sister-in-law's advice, get her another condo, mga ganon. So it helped. It helped a lot, really. Yung she being a queen, sabi mo doon sa kanya sarili, tapos ako meron ding ibang minamanage ng
At saka
bahay.
makakapagpahinga ka talaga.
Yes.
So, di ko alam whether some of our listeners might not have that kind of setup that will allow, kasi I think many of, nakatira talaga sa isang bahay.
Pero yun siguro yung tip ko, no? Even if magkatira, because I lived with my mom for almost a year, talagang, may kwarto namin magkatabi. Ang ano ko lang doon, yung learning ko lang doon, and maybe a tip, no? Have her, with my mom, may space talaga siya. Hindi ako papasok sa kwarto niya. May control siya sa kwarto niya. Meron siyang space sa sarili niyang cabinet, sa kitchen cabinet. Everything na nandun sa shelves na yon, sa kanya yon. Hindi ko napakialaman kasi may sarili siyang pag-aayos eh. So meron kaming ganun, shelves mo to, akin ito. Yung may ganon kami. May parang magsiset ka rin ng boundary for yourself, pero bibigyan mo rin siya ng sarili niyang mundo. Na meron siyang control doon.
I remember one time where we were considering whether my mom should start living with me. My mom refused. Parang she still lives in our ancestral home in Project 7. And I think it's that. Parang, that's her space. Kanya yun. And yun, ganun din. She has a caregiver during the day and then sa paggabi when she sleeps, wala.
Oo. At saka yung routine, Louie. Very important sa kanila yung routine and consistency. There was one time, meron siya yung medicine box niya, nakalagay lahat, ano. Eh, syempre, ako, when we were still living together, inayos ko. Naku, nagalit siya. Kasi meron na siyang sariling system of fixing her medicine. No? It makes sense for her. So yun, doon ko na-realize na talagang it's important for them to have their own space and their own decision-making. Andyan pa rin. Meron pa rin control.
Are there structures outside of you that is helping you, or would parang sana merong ganito na support system outside of you as a primary caregiver taking care of your elderly, whatever that might be, whether it's physical, mental, or whatever, yung may ganun ba na kung kailangan ng tulong, medyo pagod na, or meron bang...
Ako, wala. Can I start? Wala akong katuwang kasi dalawa lang silang siblings. Kaya nga, how I wish maraming mga magkakapatid. Yung pala din yung advantage of having so many siblings, no? Taking turns. So, my support system would be, we call on her old friends, na old neighbors dun sa Valenzuela. And I'm just so glad na madali lang namin matawagan. Kasi we also take care of the mental health of the caregiver. Biro mo yun, 24/7 sila magkasama.
Isa lang?
Isa lang eh. Diba? Parang gusto kong kumuha ng isa pa para may
Relyebo.
Wala akong makita.
Yun.
And I asked already from a co-pedia na manages an elderly. Tapos I asked the rate, mahal pala.
Yung professional.
Oo, professional. So, putting it into the budget for all para lang marelyebo tong primary ko na caregiver. Well, probably we'll think about it eventually. Pero meron pa naman kasi akong support system. Like, my day off yung itong primary caregiver. Ikukontak na namin yung old friend niya na 70s na, biro mo yun, nagmamalasakit pa na pupunta dyan sa amin para lang to keep my mother-in-law company. So yun. Oo.
Yung sa akin, kasi trust is very important for them eh.
Ay, totoo.
Sana merong nagtitraining ng mga yaya natin sa bahay. Kasi yung mga yaya, meron siya talagang parang, Girl Friday, yaya.
Live-in.
Oo, dalawa eh. Live-in, relyebo. Pero they are not really caregiver.
Yeah.
They are still yaya.
Right.
Yaya, pero they also do household work and all that, no? Sana may training for them. Oo. Kasi kung kukuha ako ng panibago, I'm sure hindi siya papayag. Kasi comfortable na siya dun sa dalawa na nag-exchange, no? Pero sana may training for them. Halimbawa, magkuha ng BP. Ako, yung ginagawa ko, lagi ko na lang silang, yung psychological coaching ba?
Doon sa caregiver.
Doon sa dalawang kanyang trusted, no? Na caregiver. Who also serves, by the way, as our household kasambay. Talagang sinasabi ko, pag mamaktol siya, pag magpapaulit-ulit siya, you have to be patient. Pero sometimes I wish, sana may ganong training for our household staff.
Sige,
No.
idea.
Oo, that's one. Second, sa village namin, and this is where I'm very grateful, may specialized sila for the senior members. So, may specialized Zumba for seniors. Na ganyan. Ngayon, meron silang senior association, namamasyal sila sa Tagaytay. Yung ganun ba? Which I find helpful and sana maging regular. Also, for other villages, kung village man yon or barangay-based. And then what I also find helpful outside of me giving care is the presence also of my brother and the apos. Medyo, yung brother ko nag-online kami kasi she looks forward to that. Pero, ano yon? And I think ito din yung gender pumapasok.
Explain.
Yung nanay ko, sinasabi niya sa akin, meron akong masasabi sa iyo na hindi ko masasabi sa kuya mo o kay yung brothers mo kasi babae ka. See? So, gender. And then, I also have an uncle who's also, being taken care of by my cousin. At sabi ng cousin ko, alam mo, ate, ganyan din. Si daddy cannot tell me certain things ang sasabihin niya yung brother. So it has a gender component, element. So I think that's very important to know na it's not about who will just take care. There's got to be some sensitivity on the gender.
Louie, if I may add, yung BFF mo nung college, mga ganon, the friends whom you have really fellowshiped with in the previous years, yung best friends ng husband ko, they would call. Kasi yung college days, napunta sila sa bahay ng husband ko. And so they have somehow fellowshipped with my mother-in-law. Itong recently lang, tatawag, Ed, halika, punta tayo Laguna. Tapos sabi ko pa naman, huwag na natin isama si Mamang. Hindi, para nga kay Mamang ito. Sabi ko, sige, akala ko kasi sagabol sa lakad nila.
Okay.
No, this is really meant for
the parent.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
nice.
So, napahiya ako na. Akala ko kasi kayong dalawang mag-bonding, mag-college, BFF. Sige, sure. So, I'm just so blessed na, the friends who have been friends until now na senior na, they still think of what the family is like. Kasi buhay pa ba ang mga parents, mga ganyan. They offer, it's, I got blessed really with that act of kindness ng best friend ng husband ko.
I think that's important kasi I think my mom, she has this best friend, si Tita Chatu. I think they still talk daily, every day, over the phone.
Yes.
And we should ulitin dapat natin yung Mahjong session natin.
Yeah.
I think my mom really appreciated that.
And that's an idea, no? Kasi yung number one, distressing ourselves. Some time for us to talk kung anong nangyayari in terms of our role of taking care of our parents. Maganda rin yung kagaya nito, nagkukwentuhan tayo. Kasi may best friend din ako na ganyan, no? Si Rika. Nagkukwentuhan kami yung pag-aalaga namin sa parents namin. Pero yung mag-outing tayo, tapos kasama natin yung mga parents natin. Nako, I think that's a very nice and
Nagmamahjong ba yung mama-in-law mo?
Which one?
Nagmamahjong?
Ay, hindi. Alam mo, how I wish my mom-in-law would have other things to do apart from the walking. Wala akong libangan na ma-offer. Like, syempre parang feeling lang nakakulong lang sa condo, di ba? Tapos magtatanong na, kailan tayo aalis? Syempre kasi, di ba, nabubore sila. So, ako naman, bili ng, hindi mahjong kasi hindi nagmamahjong. Yung coloring book na nauso dati.
Nagko-coloring.
Oh, good. Ako, sabihin pa naman ng comment sa akin, ginagawa niya akong bata.
Yeah, pero nagko-color.
Hindi, pero once lang, tapos hindi na inulit.
Hindi niya type.
Hindi niya type. So sabi ko, ano pa kaya ang pwede ko? Kasi para lang variety of activities.
At saka yung sa brain.
Yes,
Ako,
sa
I
brain,
organize, talaga, mahjong every week.
Yun na nga, hindi
Sige
naman
Or cards. Or
Cards.
bingo. Alam mo yung lola ko dati, gustong-gusto niya bingo. No-brainer
nga,
naman
try ko
yan.
nga.
Pero,
Hindi
but yun yung training, yun yung iniisip ko noon na sana iti-train din yung mga kasambahay.
Ayun nga.
Kasi sila yung kalaro na bingo. Mga ganon. Oo. Then, nag-enjoy din sila.
As a caregiver, magti-TikTok, mangali ka, TikTok tayo, ganyan. Also, kasi yun ang libangan ni Pero,
Pwede mo isama si...
yun na, nakasama na rin si Mami, yung mga ganong activities, but the variety, parang yan ang kulang.
Kaya maganda talaga yung may training na hindi yung formal caregiver na napakamahal by the hours, no? But even our household staff.
Sige, you're giving me an idea. Bingo, try.
Yeah. At saka yun nga, yung training for our kasambahay. What can they think of? Like, for example, lagi kami before nagta-travel dun sa program where Louie and I were working. Winawari ko yun. So, anong ginagawa niya? The whole day, nakaupo, nanonood ng Senate hearing. Tapos, maiirita siya. So, tatawagan ko talaga yung aming kasambahay, no? Alas 5 na, lumakad kayo, maglakad kayo, dalhin niyo yung mga aso. You know, they really just, minsan nga yung coaching ko na maraming time pa dun sa kasambahay.
Yun. Sa akin, I think, like, she's going to our house in Taytay. Ang setup kasi, may caregiver niya 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Sa gabi, tutulog siya. And yeah, hindi siya mura. And that allows her to be with someone. Physical lang naman halos. Kasi yung kasambahay namin sa Project 7, she does the household work. Hindi siya pwedeng Kasi pag nakita sa Taytay, wala, katabi lang. But when she needs to move up to her room or go to the toilet or eat, may kasama. Yung, are there joys to this? Parang we've talked about the challenges, about the difficulties, kasi di ba when we were taking care of our babies, cute, cuddly, yung by natural disposition, nakakatuwang mag-alaga ng baby. Pero taking care of the elderly, parang where do we get, if any, some level of satisfaction or joy?
Sa akin, I do, no? Pag magpapa-physical si Mami, tapos nakikita ko yung results, magaganda.
Okay.
Talagang doon-tuwan mo na, not expecting much. And then, if I see her constantly using her cane, mga wins na sa akin yun, no? And then, pag mayroon siyang birthday party, may mga party siya, uuwi siya, tapos ang saya-saya niya, marami siyang kwento. Para sa akin, wow, no? I like that. It gives me joy. So yung joy is because I see her happy. Yan.
Ako naman, like, my husband and I married late, and so ang son namin mag-21 pa lang this year. Okay, I see the role. I'm quite happy na yung role modeling for our son, yung the way we're caring for our mom-in-law, the only living. Kasi my side, wala na rin parents, so the only living. Although it just really so happened, hindi ko naman sinasabi, ganito mag-alaga ng ha?
Para pag...
Ito yung gusto ko.
So selfish,
Well,
pero reflecting on it,
but
taking
hindi.
care of my mom-in-law. Oo, parang may saysay yata ito sa buhay namin mag-asawa. Like, he's now seeing the way that you would want the children to take care naman of the elderly. Di kami din yun, di ba? But anyhow, yung son kasi namin, tahimik masyado. Hindi ko siya talaga maano kung ano ang thinking niya. But I'm just so glad na hindi niya ako na tawag nito. Yung the small favors, I'll bring this to Lola, mga ganyan. no, not much effort na he will obey, will comply. Ay, salamat. Sabi ko, para naman, yung sinabi mo kanina mga apo, bawat isa na sibling, isa lang ang anak. So, isang apo lang, di ba? Parang, I could just imagine na ang baka maraming apo, joy sa mga lola yun, di ba?
Yeah,
So, ang isang apo na sa US, yun nga, so, going back to that support system, call naman. Kasi yun doon talaga, siya talaga
Zoom
nagpalaki doon sa apo na sa US. So, itong son ko, apo nga siya, pero did not grow with my mom-in-law. Kaya parang wala masyadong attachment. Alam mo yun? Yung teenager na siya nung pumunta si mom-in-law sa buhay namin. Kaya parang hindi siya close talaga. Oo. Pero but then, I'm just so glad na kapag may mga, this to Lola, this is your gift for Lola, mga ganyan. Parang somehow magbigay ng joy, di ba? Doon sa your mom-in-law ko.
Si mommy, pag nagte-text sa kanya yung mga apo niya, talagang binobroadcast niya. Nag-text sa akin si Benjo, nag-text sa akin si Isa. These are the apos outside yung the country, no? Pagkatapos, pag sasabi ng brother ko, ma, dadalaw kami, unyan, tatanungin, kasama mga boys, yung mga apo. Talagang joy sa kanila. That's why ako naman, I'm like your son, no? Part of the joy is when I see my nephews and my niece also care for their lola.
Si mama, minsan, pag may opportunities where si Paolo and makita mo, they huddle, nagkakwentuhan sila. Hindi ko alam kung ano pinapag-usapan nila. Parang, I will not. Pero it looks good for them to talk. Kasi, as in, bulong between the two of them. And I really don't know what they were talking about. I don't even ask them anymore. Sa akin yun, I think part of that is when every Sunday kasi I call her, and half of the time she asks about Paolo. Parang studies, diet, and all that. And she still reminds me on how to take care of Paolo. Parang pinapagalitan pa rin ako once in a while. So I think that's also part of the joy when you see the two generations.
Memory, natatawag pa ng name.
My mom is still very sharp in that regard. Looking back, would you, yung parang, again, tips for muna sa can you elaborate a little bit more? Kasi Ruth, alam mo, detachment and distance. Parang for those of our listeners who are burdened or are feel the responsibility of taking care of their elderly, other things that help you taking care of yourself as a primary caregiver. Kasi yun, in relation to them. But as you, as a caregiver, parang, kasi reading your soul, so saying na parang, pagod, minsan you don't feel na you have time just for yourself given all the other different obligations that are in front of us. Parang, whether you're doing it or reflecting, I think I should do more of what? To be able to say that we're able to take care of ourselves. Kasi parang reflection ko minsan parang minsan masarap sana, minsan pakiramdam na may nag-aalaga rin sa atin. But also at some point, we also need to tanggap na that responsibility of taking care of ourselves is also upon us.
That's right. Yung isa na natutunan ko rin I put blame aside. Kasi minsan may tendency before, I blame myself.
What do you mean?
Bakit pumayat si mami? Yung ganon, kung ano man yung nangyayari sa kanya, biniblame ko yung sarili ko. Kasi ako nga, yung primary caregiver, tapos natatakot ako, baka ano yung sabihin ng siblings ko, di ba? Pero nung natutunan ko na, teka, sandali, I deal with the situation. I have 2 households to manage. I deal with the situation as best as I can. I don't give room anymore for blaming.
So be kinder to yourself.
Ay talaga. At saka, I engage my siblings. For major decision making, talagang mag-chat kaming tatlo. I-chat ko talaga sila. Ito yung situation ni mami. Ito yung kailangan ni mami. At kailangan ni mami ng napakamahal na earring. Hey, please contribute. Yung ganon. They should, I make sure that they are a part of it as well. Which for me is taking care of myself.
True.
Yung nagba-boundary rin ako.
True. Na hindi lahat binibitbit mo.
Yes. Lalo na ako, eldest. Diba? May tendency din ako na, okay, sagot ko yan. Hindi eh. And I'm also thinking, my own siblings will resent me because I'm not allowing them as well that opportunity for taking care of my mom, no? At nakita ko rin yun minsan na yung ibang siblings were not able to do that in other families. Sila, nag-aaway-aaway sila. Yun.
Din ikaw.
For me, actually, it's more of the mental health well-being ang inaalagaan ko for myself. Kasi my mom-in-law would have the, very, what do you say, negative words na very, it will pierce you. Yes. Kasi, ang dahil ng husband ko, kapag critical phase na ng heightened emotion, ako ang pinapanan niya sa giyera, alam mo? Kasi alam na niya, he knows his weakness na hindi ako haharap.
Hindi niya kakayanin.
Hindi ko kakayanin yan. Kung baka meron pang exchanges of words. So ako, even if I feel na patama sa aming dalawa yon, syempre ako nakaharap, di ba? So just recently, happened just 1 week. 1 week na ako hindi pumupunta. Di ba I told you na every night kami pumupunta to have dinner. So sabi ko sa husband ko, ano mo na ha? Ano ba sa giyera yung truths? Yung gano'n. Hindi mo na ako sasalang sa giyera ngayon. I want to have peace, mga ganyan. So siya itong taga-report doon every night. Magpa 5 days na pala ngayon. So baka mamaya pupunta ako. But anyway, I wanted to preserve na with that strong word that still reverberates in my mind na gusto ko muna pahupa na when I face her, it will be true love na forgive ko na mga ganyan-ganyan. So, it would come a point in time, yun na nga, for us taking care of them na withdraw muna sandali para, you reflect and then you gain strength from meditation. Yan. For me, I find it a solace to read God's word, yung mga ganon. So, para lang to replenish the hurts and the di ba? Para tayong we're always, the vulnerability of us being hurt always is there. Ayan. Kaya, yun, ang ko. Care for myself.
May isa pa ako, no? Thank you for reminding me. Yung mga past issues ko sa nanay ko, when I was growing up, ganyan, hindi ko na binabalik ngayon. Kasi kung ibabalik ko pa yan ngayon, di mas lalong malala kasi nag-shift yung personality nila at the present moment, di ba? Pag early onset of dementia, meron na yung anxiety. They cannot hold their temper anymore. May mga memory loss na yan. Yung mga issues ko, nung bata ko sa nanay ko, kung dadalhin ko pa yan ngayon, mas lalo kaming mag-aaway. Kaya nga, for me, that is my own discipline of detachment Na, okay, take her for who she is. Iba ka na ring tao ngayon. Mas mature ka na. Ikaw na ngayong nag-aalaga. Dalhin yung hugot mo nun. Let it be, settle it with yourself in that time and space. But now, hindi na.
I think it's true, in many situations where if sometimes kasi we try to change the situation, to change the person in front of us. But in fact, I think the invitation is to change the way we view the situation and reframe how we view it in a manner that allows us to continue doing what we need to do and learn from that. Kasi I think part of what others might be trying to do nga is baguhin yung parent o minsan
or i-resolve mo yung issue mo before yung ngayon.
Pero is to reframe the way we view the situation that will allow us to live in a more calm manner.
Oo. Minsan nga part of my reframing ay, yes, nanay ko siya. Pero apart from that, inaalagaan ko siya kasi mahal ko siya.
Yes.
Mabuti siyang tao.
Oo.
No, ganon. Kasi kung nanay lang yung tingin ko sa kanya, mayroong hugot pa.
Yeah. In relation to me, kasi in-law ko, and just with the recent conflict that we had, sabi ko, Mang, sabi ko, si Ed, mahal ko. Asawa ko siya. Lahat na minamahal ng asawa ko, mahal ko din. Kasi they have also this issue of, hindi nyo na ako mahal, parang gano'n, inaabandon na nyo na ako ngayon na mga matanda na kami, ganyan na lang kayo sumagot sa akin, mga ganyan, So, in that explanation, mukhang napakalma ko sa the assurance of your love to them.
Yeah.
Ang laking bagay pala. Like, me being a pediatrician, sinama ko na yung mga tactics na inaano ko sa mga bata sa kanya.
Talaga.
And nakita mo yung shift na mukha niya. Diba? Galit. Tapos, Ma'am, mahal ka namin. Tapos, maglilit yung eyes niya. Ganun. Tapos, saan ba yung binigay ko sa distraction works also? Saan ba yung regalo ko sa'yo na hikaw na dangling na sabi mo?
Exactly.
Gusto mo. Ay, oo nga. Parang ganyan. Tapos, babalik na naman.
Yung attention span kasi.
Oo.
At saka what works is pag mag-sorry ka. Halimbawa, nag-aaway na kami, no? And then after a while, I will cool down but I will go back and tell her, Mom, sorry.
Talaga.
Mag-iiba talaga yun. Parang siyang batang maliit din na magla-light up.
But few more questions. Yung biggest blessing now that you're in a situation that you're taking care of your elderly. Parang ano yung pinakamalaking blessing na tingin nyo? Kasi not everyone also has the opportunity to take care of their elderly because it's possible that among our listeners, many have passed on and not have been given this chance. So parang despite all the challenges and the difficulties, parang what's the biggest blessing that you're able to get from this?
Loaded na question. Biggest blessing? Ako, since my whole life is working with kids and now I'm taking care of an elderly, parang my perspective has been broadened. So from little children to the older folks, I have experienced both worlds already of ministering to parents of the kids and now to the elderly. I find it as a ministry na God has given to me. Kasi before my parents passed on, parang meron akong sayang na on the deathbed of my daddy. Said, sayang, sabi ko, you did not give us the chance to take care of you on your old age. Gumanon ako. Tapos looking back, sabi ko, oops, yun pala yung nasabi ko doon. And now, God has given me this opportunity na taking care of old folks. Ito na yung opportune time. And I think it's still really, alam mo yun, yung the life, we wouldn't know kasi kung up to what age tayo, diba? And so, it's my prayer also that the loved ones would be left behind, would somehow grab also that opportunity na also ministering to the older loved ones.
Tsaka nasabi ko sa kanya, mahal na mahal ko siya. Napatunayan ko sa kanya yon in concrete ways. Para sa akin, blessing yon kasi hindi ko nagawa yun sa tatay ko eh. So yun, blessing yun. Tapos, dahil nasabi ko sa kanyang mahal na mahal ko siya, in not just because she's my mother, but because she's a beautiful person, in a way, tumubo din naman ako eh.
True.
Marami rin akong natutunan, no? Marami rin mga habits ko na kinwestiyon ko or even perspective. Pero yun, kasi alam ko, Louie, hindi lahat ng anak nabibigyan ng ganong opportunity eh. Yung concrete in daily life na alagaan mo, yung mahal mo sa buhay, lalo na yung parents mo, no? Yun ang blessing ko.
Sige. Siguro, ako, if I'm going to reflect back on ako same, yung sa akin, realization that my mom is 94 years old and she's still very active and very sharp. Sa akin, just to be able to see her in that manner, in that fashion, sa akin is a huge blessing for me. Kasi nga, not everyone is able to have that kind of opportunity. And sa akin, yun din, yung parang whenever I see Paolo, my son, talk to her. Sa akin, precious yun. And I'm hoping that in some fashion, that it also helps shape him as a person growing up. Sige. Advice to our listeners who are taking care of their elderly, one or two, based on our conversation, the past, or kung meron kayong isang ibibilin sa kanila na might be struggling or are about to enter into this phase of their lives. Parang beginning to imagine themselves taking care of their elderly in the near future. Kung meron kayong isa umalag tip na natutunan, what would that be?
I would surely say that give love unconditionally dahil love covers a multitude of sins, diba? Kung ano man ang gagawin sa'yo or nagawa ng magulang mong inaalagaan, despite of you swallow your pride and continue to take care of your old folks. Secondly, understanding of their past. For me, because it's only an in-law that I'm taking care of, I always go back to her past. What was her life before? Kasi para masakyan ko ang mundo niya at maintindihan ko at mas mamahalin ko ang taong inalagaan ko.
Yes. Nice. Sa akin, wag niyo masyadong personalin.
Totoo.
Yung, it's not all about you.
It's not about you.
So, yun nga, no? Yung, you just take that human being at that point in their life as they are. Tapos, wag nang masyadong mag-worry. Kasi, ano yun eh, they could also sense the worry eh. So, para sa akin, ano to? Day at a time. In a way, I'm also, yun. And maybe number 2, yung alagaan yung sarili. Kasi, ang hirap mag-alaga ng ganong klaseng condition kung hindi ka magbibigay ng sariling distance for yourself eh. Yun.
This particular topic is something, as I said at the start of our episode, something that not very many people talk about the way we've talked about it. And I think that's a loss on our part because clearly challenging siya. So we hope that this particular episode is able to help those of you listening to us who are about to or undergoing this particular situation of taking care of the elderly. So with that, maraming salamat, Ruth, Diding. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you again. This is Louie Montalvo, diving into the mysteries of the later years. Thank you.